Coming to the stage is a woman who knows her way around a juke joint and a kitchen. She's taken Southern cooking into the homes of millions around the world via Facebook and her YouTube channel. Author of 4 books and was a guest chef on Own in the Kitchen. Did I also mention she can sing? Please welcome to the stage my friend, my sister, the sopped up Southern sugar honey iced tea, Danni Rose. Stovetop kisses. Clap for Danni Rose.
That was such a good intro.
Oh, yeah, that Marquita Bradley. She going to get that intro right. You know that Marquita Bradley, she be writing them questions for OK.
I like that.
Welcome.
Dang.
We going to treat you with respect, Danni. Just because we friends offline don't mean you ain't built that empire online.
I had to tell Marquita that. Talking about some, let me show you where the bathroom. I was like, girl, I know this soundstage. These my friends for real. We are not just social media. These are my friends.
This is Danni Rose. Now,
Thank
her
you.
daughter done spent the night.
Yes.
And you know, black folks, we don't let the kids spend the night with people we don't
she
trust.
will be living with them for a month next year. She will gonna be in that thing. She gonna be living right there.
Don't
with
have to
her.
clean that room up. Shall we begin, Danni
Yes,
Rose?
I'm
All
excited
right.
to be here. I'm
So,
so proud of you.
thank
You
you,
always got
Danni.
something new.
I do. Because I don't know how to sit down. That's all it is. I be sitting down. I be like, I could have been
said that
shooting
in
something.
when I was doing my makeup, I was like, boy, Kev is always up to something. He don't sit down and he don't let his friends sit down.
I'll be like, Monty, just what is you into?
That's
I
my
just shot a show real quick.
baby.
No, I don't like
I
him.
love him now.
He bit a hole in my sock, and he be coming in the bathroom when I be doodling. He be coming in there.
Monty,
I be like,
like
boy, get out of here. Be like, man, let me smell your drawers. I be like, Monty, get out of there.
Monty, I was going to tell you, Monty, like, I want to say, Montevious. He likes Famonze.
Oh yeah,
Okay, I know that Spanish.
Yeah.
That French.
By the way, Danni is saying Monty with a U. That's that Southern living. His name Monty.
What I
with
say?
you said Monty.
Oh.
You know Monty he gonna spell them. But anyway, Dan, we're gonna be here all day now.
Okay.
All right. So you're born down south Alabama.
Yep.
Okay, where it all began. What would you describe little Danni Rose back then?
Oh, okay, because you seen the Turner movie.
Mm-hmm.
What's Look I Do With Him? She was singing the church choir.
Yeah.
Jesus, I know my Jesus told me he told me not to let my head. That was me.
That was you?
In the church choir. You know, my mom was a Sunday school teacher. My dad owned a nightclub. So that Hennessy and communion comes on out, okay? So when I was a little girl, I was singing in the church choir, and I was doing all that, but then I would still be going, like, my daddy's juke joint was, like, right, like, literally 3 steps away from our house we lived in.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go to church, sing in the choir, and go to Bible Bowl. I was in the Bible Bowl. I won all the time.
Did you?
Oh, I know that word. And I also know how to pour a mean drink. And then I would go.
Balance.
It is. Then I would go to the juke joint at nighttime because my mom was over there frying fish and doing all that stuff. So I was in the choir singing, doing all that, and then cooking too.
So wait, that's basically you now.
Yeah.
That is literally.
Is it?
That is you singing.
I don't sing no more.
When you be frying that fish, Danni, I heard it.
Yeah.
When you over to the house, we turn on them 90s R&B songs, and you know regular people be singing, and you sing. We be like, all right, hold on, we not all gonna sing together if you gonna sing like that. So you had a career as a singer.
I did. I
Tell
was
us
a
about
blues
that.
singer. I would sing the blues in the nightclubs, and I would also be in church on Sunday morning. And also one of my friends, Sherry, you met Sherry and them when they came.
from
Her
Alabama.
daddy was the pastor of the church, and she still sings the blues in the club and goes to church on Sundays and still sings.
So basically, you Suge Avery,
Yeah.
but all at once. You never left. You was like, I'm gonna be Suge, and I'm gonna be at church today.
You sure is ugly. Well, I should say, you surely is right. Hell yeah, that's what I was doing up in there. I will pray and lay hands on you, and I will still cuss your ass out. Don't try Jesus. Amen. He the one died.
Okay.
But you will die if you mess with me. Praise God.
Do you remember the first song you sang in church and
Oh,
the first
my
song
God.
you sang in the juke joint?
Okay. My first song was in church was I'm glad to be in the service. I'm glad to be in the service. I'm glad to be in the service one more time.
Ooh,
That
you
was
better
my-
walk down on that. You see how she walked down? Time.
Oh, you was my director, Ricky Dillon.
I know it.
And I said, oh, my director going there? All right, we gonna dip. Yes. Okay. I did. And then, what was my first song in the club? Baby, you don't pay me no mind. You act like you don't love me no more. I was singing Free Yourself in Jitterbugs in Homewood, Alabama. That was the name of it, yeah. Homewood was actually the white side, though.
Really?
Yeah, but they had, you know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Black folks get a hold of something, they be like, this is our side now. So we started getting to going to like the little places like that. And I think I was like, I don't know how old I was, but yeah, that was my first song, Free Yourself. And I was like, Lord, you're going to have to forgive me, but I'm about to wear these folks out. I did, because, you know, I got a little scrawl in me, so I was like, this is the song that I like at the time. I love this song. It was hot, and I started singing that.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
So tell me about your siblings. Do you have any? And if you do, where do they fall? Where do you fall in?
I'm the so this, you know, this is my story. This is a good interview because people going to get a chance to know some stuff. Kev know that I was adopted.
Mm-hmm.
So I was adopted at 18 months old, and so they adopted me, changed my name. My real name, my birth name was not my name.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna tell y'all.
No, they came in at the Bible and they changed your name.
Hey,
yeah,
show me on that both side. Thank you. He showed. That was a good word. You
yeah, because God changed your name.
He sure did, because that name they gave me was Ghetto.
And he gave you that rose.
He did.
Right? The rose of Sharon.
Hey,
that
right on Sharon. That's what he was.
Heaven
He
on
gave me that. So they changed my name, and then I recently met my birth mom, maybe about, Riley's 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. So I went from being the youngest on this side of the family, my adopted family, which was 8 children.
Mm-hmm.
And then, they was all my daddies.
Okay.
My mama only had one. And my mama was the only woman he ever married. God rest his soul.
Mm.
But then I met my birth family, and I became the oldest.
Mm.
So my birth mom had me at 15 years old. And in the state of Alabama at the time she had me in Mobile, Alabama, you did not have consent over your body until you're 16. So they took me out of her hands, and she didn't even know.
Oh, no.
Yes, they took me away from my mom because my grandma had died. And so my grandfather, who's from the island, man.
That's why you know that Spanish.
You know it? He from the islands. Okay? He was like, listen, I'm not finna raise no kids. He was a really mean guy. You know, it's a long story. But anyway, essentially, my mom got pregnant. He was like, you can either, you're not going to, well, he was like, you can have the baby. Some type of, it's a long story. I'm trying to sum it up. But she went to go live with my dad's family.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she went to the hospital to have me, he found out and was like, you're not having this baby. And then she had to literally give me up.
Oh, my
right
God.
then and there. She didn't even know they were going to take me.
Oh, no.
15. Yeah. So then they put me in foster care, and then my mom came and got me, which is why I act so old, because I was raised by old people.
Now, let me tell y'all something about Danni. Now it makes a lot more sense. We threw a party for Danni Rose last year, okay? Danni Rose
You always got to tell this story.
Tell the people.
I'm going to tell you about your drunk nights.
Come on, man.
Okay.
We ain't got to do
No,
all that.
even swap ain't no swindle. Hell no.
Okay, you just going to have to tell the story then.
Okay. I'm going to let you live today.
We throw Danni a party. She said, how old you turn Danni? She said, it's my 40th birthday.
That was 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yes.
Oh, it was, because
years
this
ago.
last birthday was the yacht.
Yep.
I went in town, so that don't count. Last year, Danni said she was 40, right? We throw her 40. We get all the number 40, everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 months later, Marquita Bradley, Danni was like, hey, y'all, I ain't but 35.
Oh,
He said, Danni, what? But because of how old she talks and because black women don't age, she could be 17 or 48.
let me tell you, though, my birth mom, that thing is a stallion. That thing is fine. I mean, she still with long weaves, stilettos. I think she just turned 50. That thing looked like she may be 30. She looks amazing. When we go out and people used to see us together, like when I used to go visit her. This is a funny story, right? So my adopted family, half of them live in Houston, and my real family lives in Houston.
Oh.
So I've been going to Houston all my life, didn't even know my real mama was there.
Oh, wow.
So crazy. But she looks great. I mean, people be like, that is not your mom. If I show you a picture, you be like, ain't no way. We look alike.
Mm.
She chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
but she's tall. But feature-wise, we look alike. But she is like, she's a baddie.
Mm.
She got an old white man in Texas.
White man, Danni Rose?
Yeah.
A
We
white
talk
man?
about that over gin and tonic. Yes. So, but I thought they didn't believe me because that Kev was like, that ain't no 40. So I was like, okay, they don't believe me. Then I come over there, I was like, Well, how me damn.
I mean, we had the number 40 everywhere. We had balloons.
So I'm like, I can't tell him that I'm not 40 because Melissa, that's your wife. She always want to see something through. Be raggedy. Stop trying to see things through. She commit too much. Stop committing. That was her. We gonna get 40. We gonna go to Broader City. We gonna get 40 this. We gonna get 40. We ain't doing it. And I was like, I did not think they believed me.
That woman said she always got to see it through. Why
She
you
always got to see it through, Melissa.
We
sit
just be
down.
talking sometime. Now you
Melissa
done bought
be
the
like,
tickets.
Dinner. Wait, hold on. We're gonna go do the whole. No, that's Kev. Sorry, no.
That is
Melissa's
me.
more events. Kev is more like dinner.
Yes. Let's go down and catch. So tell me about when you was.
Y'all blew a bag at Catch for me
yeah,
my
we do.
birthday. Thank you, man.
Of course.
They did it up for me. Thank you.
So is it true at 10 years old you were helping your dad in the kitchen at the juke joint?
Yes.
Okay. Do you
Yes.
remember the stuff you were cooking at that time?
Fried pork chop, little fried fish sandwich, and chicken wings.
At 10?
And then the crackheads would come by because it was in the hood. I actually got pictures I can show you. It was in the hood, and the crackheads come by. They get a bologna sandwich for $1 and stuff. Yeah. About
Y'all
10.
sold bologna sandwiches?
You had to. My dad, let me tell you, if it was a lick to hit, my daddy had it. The front. See, here's the thing. I convinced my daddy too. I was like in 6th grade. I convinced him to turn the front of the juke joint into a candy store, like a neighborhood little candy store. So the front was a candy store, and then it was a little hidden door. You open that, and in the back of the house was a juke joint. So they didn't even know it was back there.
So it was like a real juke joint.
Yeah, it was
like
all on the
some prohibition type thing.
Yes,
Wow.
it was. Yes, so that's true. That is true. It wasn't a lie. A liar should not tarry in this sight.
So let's fast forward to high school. What was you like in high school? You in the choir? You athletic?
Oh my God, I did it all. So I was a dance girl. No, wait. First of all, I was a cheerleader. No, wait. Hold on. I did that too. I played basketball for many years. I played soccer for a long time till I was in like 12th grade. So from like age about 6 to 18, I played soccer for a very long time. And then I was a cheerleader, played basketball. Here's the thing about talented people, and I know you know this. When you're good at a lot of things and you can do it all, you do it all.
You do.
So you find out like what you're really good at, right? So my mama and them used to be like, you can do it all. So I was in the band. I played the trombone. I played the drums. And then when it went band season, I was playing basketball. And then around 10th grade, boys started looking at me and was like, she cute. So I started being a cheerleader to get with the boys. Had a little boyfriend named Eric, and I was like, okay. He was looking at me, and I was looking at him, and I was like, I'm going to be a cheerleader. He was like, you don't wear enough dresses.
Sports.
I was like, cheerleader I will be for you. I will be that. So I was a cheerleader. I did so much stuff, Kev. It was crazy. Mama, I have so many trophies. I have so many trophies. I did it all. Yeah. So that's it.
So from high school,
And I'm still athletic. All right now.
You're supposed to be twerking now, but
Yes, that's it. I ain't seen a man. A man ain't been in my bedroom in months of Sundays, boy. I don't even know what it feel like no more. What does this feel like? You married, you know. I don't know. Praise the Lord.
You can't say praise the Lord.
Why are they laughing on me? Praise the Lord.
So you go from high school to Miles College and then to Morgan State.
Want to take a quick break from the show and talk to you about our good friends over at ShipStation, the amazing online shopping place that we use for our merchandise okay? Online shopping isn't slowing down anytime soon. Listen, it's bigger, it's better than ever, it's more robust than ever. The malls are dying. How are you going to get something to your customer? How? With ShipStation. Look, you'll never have to worry about shipping again. Make the switch to a solution that handles all your shipping needs quickly, affordably, and painlessly, okay? ShipStation's already trusted by over 100,000 e-commerce sellers, including yours truly. And you know I wouldn't lie to you. Keep track of your orders from any sales channel, Shopify, Etsy, whatever. Easily find the best shipping carrier with deeply discounted rates. Automate just about any shipping task with just a few clicks. We are getting ready to launch a special shirt to help promote this show that I've been working on. This is what the stage crew has been asking for. And you know who's going to siphon those orders down into one easily manageable thing? That's ShipStation. Otherwise, I would just be like, forget it, guys. I can't do it alone. And with ShipStation, I don't have to do it alone. I can do it with them. ShipStation works with every carrier, so you can always find the best fit for you. Your business can access the same discounted rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies. Save your sanity knowing your orders are handled. No wonder 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using for as long as they're in business. It's that good. I think I'm going on my third year. I think we started in 2019. No, my fourth year, 2019, 2021. Fourth year with ShipStation. Mighty God, that's good. Ship more in less time with ShipStation. Use my offer code STAGE to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in STAGE. ShipStation, make ship happen. And now back to the show.
Yeah.
What was it like to have a singing scholarship?
Dang, why y'all know I might be? Who was out here doing the research?
That's Marquita Bradley.
I need you. Can you do that? When I get a man, I'm gonna need you to look him up. There's a guy that I got a crush on, and we can't find nothing about this dude. I'm gonna tell you off camera, Kev. We can't find nothing about him on the internet. Nothing. I was like, yo, he ain't got no girl. Like, what's happening? I'm gonna get you on it.
Marquita Bradley, investigative services, gonna find out about that.
Man, what? Need to know what's happening. Yes, I went to Miles College. You know what's so funny? I got a scholarship to Miles, a full scholarship to Miles. When I was in 10th grade, I sang at a funeral. And Miles College Choir, which is a big choir in Birmingham, they were a great gospel choir. And I sang at a funeral. I know I've been changed. I was in there. I was in there, right? The Holy Ghost was on me. I've been anointed for a long time.
Oh, since you were born.
Yeah. And so afterwards, you know, everybody was like standing up and like crazy. It was crazy in the church. It was a packed church because the guy that died was a friend of ours. He was like 17.
Okay.
His name was James, and he died kidney failure. 17. So anyway, he had just so they called Miles College in to sing for his funeral and all that. And so I got a school scholarship right then and there. The choir director was like, "Hey, just finish high school and you got a full ride." So then I went to Miles. What people don't know, and this is going to be really, I don't know if it's shocking, but I got to Miles, got in a really bad abusive relationship as a teenager, and I was like, I have to leave Birmingham. So the only way to leave an abusive relationship to me was to leave the city. So then I had a god brother that his name was Tyrese, and he was like, I live in Baltimore. I go to Morgan. You and Marsha should just come up here. Marsha was his best friend. I said, Marsha, when you leaving? He said, Marsha is leaving on Sunday. It was a Thursday. Keep in mind, my parents put me out at 15, by the way. So I was kind of homeless. Yeah, I've been on my own a very long time. So at 15, my daddy had put me out. Long story. But so I was kind of like sleeping on friends' couches, doing all those things and still trying to go to school. And then I got in this abusive relationship and I had nowhere to go. So I stayed there with him. And then I was like, I got to get out of here because I'm going to die at 17 if I don't leave. So I graduated high school it was, my principal was like, y'all, this girl is homeless. Because I was still going to school. My friends were doing my work for me because I was trying to get a job at the Piggly Wiggly. I was working, doing all these things. My friends were helping me with my homework, all this stuff. I was sleeping on friends' couches. Their parents would be like, come over here, you can live with us. I was just everywhere. And then my principal was like, this girl is homeless. We need to pass her. Like, y'all got to pass her. I know. Thank you, Miss. I ain't gonna say her name, the principal, but thank you. And so I passed high school on a women of prayer. That was God's favor. It really was because I wasn't even there.
Wow.
But I was talented.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I was singing in the choir still. I don't know how I made it through high school. But anyway, so I did that, got in that abusive relationship, and then my godbrother was like, you need to come here. Got to, Marsha was like, I'm leaving on Sunday. She was moving to Baltimore. And I was like, I'm going with you. I ain't have no money. I ain't have nothing. I got in a Chevy Impala that we rented, and then we drove to Baltimore. I didn't have nowhere to stay. When I got there, they were like, where were you going to stay? I was like, I'm going to audition for the choir. At the time, Morgan State Choir and it still is one of the best choirs in the world. Yeah. It is. And so I auditioned for the choir. I don't know how to sing classical music. I was like, I'm just going to get up there and sing like a white woman.
That's still black. That last part is still black.
But I got up there. No, I was like, listen, I don't know how to sing classical music, but I know I do gospel. I got the audition for the choir. They gave me a scholarship. I had nowhere to stay. The man was like, you ain't got nowhere to stay. They put me in the honors dorm. Y'all, how I get in the honors dorm?
Flavor ain't fair.
I barely graduated high school. Not because I was dumb, but because I was out on the streets.
Yeah.
I wasn't hooking, though. I'll tell you that.
Nobody thought you was hooking.
Oh, I just want to be clear.
She said, let me make it there. Wasn't hooking.
I wasn't tricking. Ha. What that songwriter say, it ain't tricking if you got it. But I was not. Real girls don't get down on the floor. No, it's not, Kev.
So
I made it there, though. And then I went to Morgan State. I stayed up in Baltimore a few years. Best time of my life, best experience. Traveled the world for free singing in that choir. Learned how to sing classical music a little bit. But Morgan State had like 200 people in their choir. But they had a small group that traveled called Singers. And I was like, so I knew they didn't have a lot of gospel singers that like, because they were so protective of their voice. But they did a gospel segment every concert. So the choir director was like, hey, you girl, I need you to learn this song. And I was not in Singers. But because I knew how to sing gospel, he was like, I need you to sing this one gospel song. You're the one that's going to wear it out.
Yeah.
And that got me in Singers. And I was able to travel. I was in Singers my freshman year. Normally people going to get into Singers until like sophomore or junior year. I was there freshman year, and I traveled the world, did all type of stuff. I flunked out of college because I was up in there with the cute dogs. Frying chicken, fish, traveling the world, singing opera and the gospel songs. I just realized education was just not my thing.
I've heard a lot of people drop out of college. I ain't never heard. I was up in there with them cute dogs.
With them cute dogs, yes.
If you know about,
I was up in there getting sopped up with the cute dogs. No, not hoeing. They had me frying chicken and stuff and fish. And I was selling plates. I was on my hustle, and then I would go to school. But there was a lot of people in Morgan State Choir who was not going to class. But because they were talented, they stayed in school. Because the choir was so big at Morgan. They were like, ain't you been here 12 years? You ain't graduated? It's all right. You're an amazing baritone.
You got an 8-year-old, man. Don't worry about him.
So, yeah. So, all of that is true. But,
so, you were selling plates. Was that your first business?
Yeah. So, I was, because I ended up off campus in an apartment, they were like, they called me auntie. So, it's so crazy. I am so proud of me and the goodness that I got going on. Because, let me explain. I'm going to bless you. I was in the football players' court. So it was a court, for football players, for all the football players, they had apartments across the street from the school. Well, they had nowhere to put me, so I ended up over there. I had a lesbian roommate, but she didn't turn me out.
I love that you always have to clarify. I wasn't hooking. I wasn't tricking. I had a lesbian roommate. She did not turn me out.
She did not turn me out. She and I ended up being the best of friends. Her name was Jeanette. God rest her. She has to pass away. She was great. But I ended up over there. It was me and Jeanette, and it was 2 other girls that stayed upstairs in my building. In the whole courtyard, we were the only 4 girls that lived in that whole courtyard with all them dudes. And I said, oh, no, because I'm about my father's business and my money. And I said, now, if I sleep with some of these boys, I ain't going to be able to, to make my money. So I never slept with any football players, none of that. What I did was they called me auntie. They was like, you from Alabama? You know how to make sweet tea? I was like, yes. So I started selling like gallons of homemade sweet tea. Yes. And then they were like, I had no money hardly, but it was a safe way across the street. And they'd be like, hey, auntie, if I go buy some chicken, can you fry it? I'd be like, yes. My freezer was always stocked because I was always cooking for them and things like that. Yeah. So I hustled in college.
You've been hustling since you was 10 years
Man, I've been
old.
slinging them pasta pans a long time. Hell, I'm tired. I'm not cooking nothing else.
Listen, Danni was over Thanksgiving. She brought this macaroni and cheese in, sat on the counter. She said, I'm not doing this no more. We got to have somebody else come. This is my last Thanksgiving. I'm retired. How you retired at 36?
I told Melissa, I said, this is my boundary. Let me talk your language. Let me talk your language, Melissa. This is my boundary here. Do not cross it. Don't ask me to cook else. No.
So you done cooking for people? Are you done making?
Well, back in the day, man, I used to have to sell them plates. I was selling plates out of my trunk, man. I was in the hot sun. I was like catering, doing dinner parties. I was doing dinner parties, Kel. I would just say, please just taste the food and pay me whatever you want. All you got to do is just buy the food because I just needed the money. You know what I'm saying? And that Thanksgiving triggered me.
I saw what it sound like.
Whew, this is a trigger.
You saw Q dogs? They was licking the air,
Man, what?
barking and stuff. You start-
But only even when I left college, like what the people don't understand, I've been doing this 15 years, right? Well, no, longer than that, really. I'm 30 something.
40.
And yes,
You're 41.
so I've been
'cause you're
doing this.
40,
I've
42.
been cooking since I was 17, hustling since I was 17, long
Mm.
time, right? And so my last 3 years have been successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm wore out as a hoe on Hollywood Boulevard.
Other industries are tired. It could have been a construction worker at the end of a 12-hour shift.
No,
I got to be a hoe on Hollywood
I'm
Boulevard.
wore out. My back hurt, my thighs, my legs, my knees, my arms.
It's the same thing a hoe on Hollywood Boulevard would be.
I
tired.
overcooked broccoli yesterday. I don't care. Eat it, Riley. She was like, this is a little soft. Shut up. Better be glad you got something.
So let's switch gears then. So you was a professional singer. You was a traveling blues singer.
Yeah.
After college,
I had a band and everything.
You had a band?
I did,
What was your stage name? And your
Danni
band?
Rose.
Was it?
Yeah, because
that's a
my
good
real
name. Yeah, I know your real
Yeah.
name.
Mhm.
But Danni Rose is a great stage
Yeah.
name.
Gerald gave me that name. You met Gerald.
I met Gerald.
Gerald gave me that name. Gerald used to be my background singer.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what type of what music? What was on your set list when Danni Rose was on the road?
Oh, I would sing things like I would sing all type of stuff. Let me see. Lady at the casino lost all the money.
Ooh, that sounds like it should be in a black movie.
Yeah.
And they got suits and stuff, and they selling
Yeah.
moonshine in the
It
back.
was called Last $2 by Johnny Taylor.
Johnny
She said, don't
Taylor.
feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry, honey. Yeah. They know what I'm talking about out there. If you want to do a lady a favor, here's what I want you to do. Loan me $2. Until the next time I see you, but the last $2. That was a hit down there.
I bet it in the South.
Yeah.
In the
It's a
South.
hit.
I know they was going
I
crazy
was
for
singing
that.
Al Green. I sing with Let's Stay Together. It don't matter. Whatever was hot. It depends on the crowd, too. You got to read the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I had a young crowd, baby, I would throw up some Beyonce up in there, all type of stuff. I church it out, though.
Oh yeah.
You going to get oh, yeah. You going to get all that.
I'm gonna list off some singers. You tell me if you ever sang with them, accompanied with them,
Okay.
work with them. Jonathan Nelson.
Yes.
You did.
I love Jonathan. I did. How y'all know this?
That's Marquita Bradley, private investigator.
Yes.
Producer extraordinaire.
Yeah, I love Jonathan Nelson. I do. He got a #1 song right now, too, Manifest, which that song was made. He wrote that song years ago, and then he repurposed it, and now it's #1. I'm so proud of him because he was like, this is my first #1 song, y'all.
Bless him.
But I love Jonathan. Yeah, I used to fry chicken for him back in Baltimore. Every Sunday, I brought
their
fried
family
chicken.
is out there.
They not. I think he been left Baltimore.
No, his
They went to
daddy got a
Florida.
church out there.
They went to Florida. Jason do too. His brother. They went to Florida, and I think he in Atlanta now.
I
Jamal
think so.
Bryant Church.
We performed at their daddy's church. 'Cause their daddy's a pastor. Okay.
All of them preach.
The Karen Clark Shears.
I did. I sung background for her. Oh, I was a teenager.
Really?
Yeah, I sung background for her. She was coming to Birmingham. Yes, Marquita. Quita, I need you to get out my business.
What about Lil Mo?
Yeah. Yes. Like, what is going on? Can you make this disappear while you over there finding it? Because I don't want nobody to know these things. About me, I done got a new identity. I moved from my old house, and I moved from my old friends. I moved from my old way of life. Thank God I done moved out, Marquita. This always the people of God try to hold you back and remind you of what you've been delivered from. Them days was, woo. Lord, them days, I think about them days, I say, hey, glory to God. He brought me on out. Because them was some rough days back then.
Now,
Yes.
did you ever make your own music? Release your own music?
I made it, but I never released it.
Oh, you ain't released no song called Searching?
I don't know what that is. Probably. Oh, yeah, but don't play it. It sucked. don't even have that song. I don't know how the hell she found it. Yo, can I say the N-word? What? Every nigga that I ever meet in my life, I don't need you or Melissa or nobody to investigate them niggas. I need Marquita to figure out what is happening.
Oh my God.
I need to put a life alert or something on my identity. What they call that stuff? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, the where they lock your stuff?
LifeLock.
Yeah, LifeLock.
I need
LifeLock.
sponsor. And this is the podcast is brought to you by LifeLock. I need that, okay? Because what's happening here? You need to run these by my businessman and my publicist, Jason Fredericks. Wait till I tell him.
I'm telling you.
Baldhead one. You knew that this was coming.
All right, let's fast forward.
Come on.
Okay, 2012, you tweeted that you wanted to start a food blog. Was
I
that
did.
the beginning of your focus away from music
What the
to
hell
food?
I said that for? I said that?
You said that, Danni.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
That's so dumb.
Want to take a break from the show and tell you about a little magical elixir called Magic Mind. You see this here? You hear that? You hear who's sponsoring this episode? Oh yeah, it's a little something called Magic Mind. And Magic Mind helps increase productivity. People like me, we need, me and you. I know a lot of creators follow me. And listen, you need to have better productivity. You need to be up and fresh and going, but you don't want to crash. You don't want to have to drink 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cups of coffee. You don't need to do all that with Magic Mind. I had a day today, guys, and usually I would have had to have 6, 7, 8 cups of coffee. But all I did, start my day with a cup of coffee, boom, and then I hit my Magic Mind elixir, and I was off to the races. They got a couple things that are good. Matcha, which gives you energy. Adaptogens, which helps you relax. Nootropics, which keep you focused. And honey, which makes you happy. Just like a little shot. A shot of health helps my day go better. I feel better. I don't get all jittery, feel like I'm about to poop or throw up. You drink one, you're good to go. I'm all revved up, baby. Woo! Not that revved up, but I'm just clear, ready to do what I got to do. Shoot, have meetings, drive, be good. And then I get home and I'm relaxed, stress-free. I got a special offer for my listeners from the guys over at Magic Mind. All you have to do is go to www.magicmind.co/stage. Okay, that's stage. My discount code STAGE. Okay, STAGE. Use that discount code at checkout to get 20% off. That's limited. 20% off for your first order. Once again, use my discount code STAGE, STAGE, at checkout to get a limited 20% off discount on your first order. And now back to the show.
You ever think about yourself and say,
Oh, man.
did you ever say, I want to be a stand-up comedian?
Danni, I look at my Facebook memories sometimes and I'd be like, boy, shut up. You just was talking. Just hush. The jokes I was making.
What?
The stuff. I said on Facebook once, I'm finna go to the grocery store. Don't nobody care. Literally, I put that on Facebook. Nobody cares that I was finna go to the grocery. Why would you type that on the internet and tell people you finna stop by the store?
I don't know.
Literally, and if Facebook reminded me of that, I was like, delete that.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Don't nobody care if you finna go to Safeway?
I don't know. Yeah. Did you ever say I want to become a stand-up comedian?
I never tweeted it or put it on Facebook. I used to say it to myself all the time.
How do you feel about it now? But you're really good at stand-up.
Thank you, Danni.
You are. You're really good at. I was like, dang, my friend is out here doing that. You're really good. You're really good.
You're amazing at everything.
Thank you. I don't know why I said that. That was so. I don't know why, because I'm not a food blogger.
You're not.
I hate writing. I hate writing books. I'm actually writing a book. It's so dumb. It's dumb. Stupidest thing I've ever done. I say this every day. Honestly, it's so funny. If y'all went through me and Melissa's voice notes, it would be every day. But she either say, "Big entrepreneur is dumb." I'd be like, "Yes, ghetto. Why do we do this?"
No lie. Sometimes I'd be like, Boeing wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Let somebody else worry about where the money's coming from. The planes is messed up.
Kev.
Just give me my check every other Friday, and I'm gonna be at the
and
house.
I'm there. I'm done. Yes, I am writing. But listen, I don't know. What I did was I said I don't like to write stuff, so let me just do videos.
Mm-hmm. And is that where Stovetop Kisses was born?
It was. Yeah, she was born out of those ingredients that y'all saw on the internet. That I was making videos with my food stamps at the time too.
Now that's black.
Yeah.
That's black.
Yeah.
They never said you couldn't do it with the food stamps.
As
long as you ate it, they said you couldn't record it.
I got some food stamps. I'm about to start making some content with my iPhone. I was kind of back into a corner, so I was like, man, that's how that was birthed. I didn't want to write out. I actually started to create a blog, and I was like, who sits here and do this all day? This is dumb. I don't know how to explain myself on paper. Like, I don't. But would you rather see how mac and cheese is made, or would you rather read how mac and cheese is made? So, and then the cooking videos were like kind of starting up on the internet, and I was like, these people ain't seasoning. They not doing nothing that I would do. And so I knew it was a group of blacks that needed to be represented out there, right? And I was like, this is I need to cook food how I like to eat, how we like to eat.
Yeah.
And tell the stories that are not always told within our community.
Absolutely.
So that's when I started doing videos.
Interestingly enough, I was introduced to your voice before your personality. Melissa was
my ex was too. He was too, Kev. Praise God. Amen.
Melissa was making your macaroni. I remember we was in our old house.
Okay.
And I was like, man, this person is hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, I said,
you said that? That's amazing
that.
from a comedian.
I said, who is good? Like, I was laughing. She had made like 3 of your things. She made I don't know if maybe it's a pound cake.
It was the pineapple cake or
pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah.
I think she might have fried your chicken you made one time.
Uh-huh.
And she definitely did the macaroni.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I came around, you was just black and loud and funny, but the food was good. But I think that's how black people learn to cook. Most of it's like, okay, you stand next to your mama, your auntie, your daddy, whoever, and you watch. Like, that's why it was funny. Melissa was learning to cook something for my grandma, and she was like, all right, you're just going to put a teeny of salt in here. And she was like, oh, how much?
Now you know your wife. That's why I got to go and get this seasoning out. I have to. Melissa get mad when she run out of my season too. I don't have any of your seasoning.
Man.
I'll be like, Melissa, the recipe say a teaspoon. Melissa be like, she scrape it off. It said a teaspoon. Girl!
I ain't seen Danni Rose use a measuring cup. I don't think ever.
When you was cooking me that shrimp and grits, we did a teaspoon of butter. We measured that.
I don't remember that episode much.
Yeah,
I had to watch it.
You had a good time. That was a great episode.
I had to watch. Check it out. It's
funny.
It's a great time on Danni Rose's YouTube. Actually, speaking of Stovetop Kisses, where did that name come from?
I was sitting outside a dude's house. This is a true story. So I have like really good prophetic friends. Mm-hmm. I really do. So when I first started putting like cooking food pictures up on my Instagram back in like 2012 or something like that, they were like, you need to take this down. And I was like, what do you mean? Because at the time I was like, I'm doing music, I'm singing in the clubs, I'm about to be the next I don't know, Billie Holiday or something, I don't know, maybe that. But I was like into that, and then they were like, you just cooking. Like my friend Regina was like, from Baltimore, she used to be like my prayer partner for real, the church. And so she was like, you're gonna be a big, huge food star. And at the time I was like, it's so amazing how we can be so jaded and so blind and so engulfed in what we have going on currently. We can never ever lean into what could be. And I was like, that don't make no sense, girl. I'm not trying to do that. And she was like, you need to take these food pictures down and like really take it serious. So I was like, girl, no. Then I started cooking like for my ex-boyfriend. That guy was there at the time. He was like, this is really good. And I was like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was sitting outside his house, and I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and we were talking. He was like, you need to really take this serious. Like, so we need to go ahead and give you a name, like do a name. And I was like, well, they got to be something sexy. And he was like, yeah, like a kiss or something, a kiss or a stove or this. And I was like, Stovetop Kisses. That's kind of how I came up with it. Yeah. It was something I can't remember. I probably was drunk sitting in the car outside because at that time that boyfriend really liked to drink. So I probably was lit as a 20-foot Christmas tree. But that's all right. That's a horse of another color.
So how did you come up with the recipes that you made and put on Stovetop Kisses? Was that your family? Was that you?
No, this is some good questions because I don't know.
Really?
I don't. It's been so long ago. This you're getting me ready for my Forbes magazine interview. Thank you.
Yeah, that's Marquita Bradley over there. She come up with these questions and I say them.
I don't know. I can't remember my first recipe I put out, but I can remember my first viral video. But I can't remember my first recipe I put out. I don't know what video that was. I don't know. I know. Kev will tell you, I really do love God a lot, and I really do have a really good relationship with him, and I pray about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I would just watch stuff and do all, watch cooking shows and all that, and I'd be like, oh, that sounds good, but this is how I would do it. How can we make that fat and delicious and sopped up, okay? And so I would just put my spin on different things that I saw, and then as through prayer and things like that, I just started getting these ideas of doing things. Like I'd be like, I don't want to eat a salmon just stuffed with that little pocket. We about to take 2 fillets, put them on top of each other, and we about to do that type of stuff, salmon. You know what I mean? Like, it's always like, how can I go above and beyond of what's happening out there? Or how can I just make it even more delicious?
So that's that 2017 stuffed salmon?
Yes.
Okay, now that video got 1 million views in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, it did.
Take us back to that day. What did it feel like? How was that day? How did you find out it went viral? What was that like?
So, I started cooking on Facebook Live every Sunday. At 9 o'clock, I would cook every Sunday, and I would call it Danni. I'll be cooking live from the juke joint, but it was my kitchen in Georgia.
For 9 months straight.
Every Sunday.
9 months straight, every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
That's how many
almost
Sundays
a year. Every Sunday. I would cook live.
A lot of Sundays you did.
Yeah.
And one Sunday you made the stuffed salmon.
No. Oh, yeah. So I cook live every Sunday, and then one Sunday I made the stuffed salmon. I just made it up on the fly. And I would play my eyes and brothers, and we was acting like we was up in the juke joint, baby. I was manifesting my juke joint back then. I didn't even know what I was doing. And then people thought it was funny, and that they would just tune in. Then we did the stuffed salmon, and people was like, oh, this will be great as a video. So I was like, okay. So I did the video. Let me tell you when I did this video. Y'all, I was at my woods end. I was very tired. I was broke as hell. I had a baby that I could take care of, but couldn't hardly take care of at the time. And I was like, I'm going to put this video out. I had done a ton of videos. They wasn't getting no traction. They were, but they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm tired. This is the last video I'm going to do. I literally said it that day. God is my witness. I said that day.
For the stuffed salmon video?
I said, this is the last video I'm going to do. Wow. And I was like, God, that's it. I got to go and get a job. Like, this is what I got to do. And that video took flight. And I was like, in my garage. I never forget that day. I was standing next to my red Explorer in my garage. And I was like, I'm about to put this up. And I was like, this is my last video. And it was a very heavy day because I really felt like I was like, I'm failing. I'm really failing right now. This is not working. I either got to go back to the microphone because I used to sing in the club for I would drive 3-4 hours to do a gig and take back $100. There were plenty of times where I would do a dinner party and they would pay me $300 and it'll deposit into my account and I'm driving back home. Only thing I got is a half a tank of gas to get back to Georgia. I can't even pull over to get a $1 sandwich.
Really?
Yes, that was like where my life was at, right? So I was doing all these things and sowing all these seeds and planting and doing all. And I was like, I've been doing this a long time. Now I got a child. This is not working out. I got to go find a job. And I was like, this is on my last day that I do a video. And I did that, and then it took flight. And then I wrote a cookbook in 2 weeks because I was like, hell, I keep going viral. I just kept going viral. It would not stop.
You had banana pudding went viral, red velvet cake, 10-minute seafood boil. That's 3 viral.
I have 39 viral videos. Marquita, get on your job.
That was 3 in 2 months, though.
Oh, thank you.
2 months. In 2 months, Danni.
Yeah, I just kept taking flight. Everything just kept taking flight. It just kept going. So then I was like, well, I don't have nothing to sell. And that's crazy because you can go viral, have all these views, but people don't know how to capitalize off of them. So the hustle in me came out or whatever.
That's that girl that was selling plates in Morgan
Where,
State.
What? My daddy, he was like, so you got all these people on you. What you going to sell them? And I was like, you know what? I'm about to put out this cookbook. So I wrote, Lord bless my first cookbook, Jesus, but they still buying it. Thank you, God.
What's the name of that cookbook?
Haywood's Place, my first cookbook. And so I put out 3 books in 1 year.
Really?
And I ain't no writer.
You don't like writing, but you writing that book.
That book made me some money. They paid that rent up in Georgia in that big old house I had. I don't even know why the Lord put me in there. He put me in there, and I was like, how we going to pay for it? But he provided. I was never late on my rent. I don't know how. That rent was $1,400.
In Georgia?
Yes, I had a big old house. I don't know. You talk that over with God. Take that up with your master. So I don't know how he put me in there. I was like, you gonna put me in here? Now how we gonna pay for it? Because at the time I ain't had no good credit, I ain't had nothing. I was like, so the lady was like, one thing about people we know, we don't run their credit because we know one thing, people that got bad credit, they always pay their rent.
Want to take a quick break from the show to tell you about my penis. I wish it could get hard like it used to all the time when I was young. But I'm not ashamed to say sometimes I need a little pick-me-up. I need a little help. I got a good chance of sex today, okay? It's 6:15, and I'm raring to go. But I've had a long day. I'm running out of energy. You know how if she rubs me, it might be like, hey, man, come on. I don't know. I ain't got it today. Come on. But with BlueChew, it said, hey, man, you better get in there while she's revved up and ready to go. What you doing? You going to miss an opportunity for a little bit of booty? No, sir, no, ma'am. BlueChew helps me out. It's a performing enhancing pill for you to get you where you need to go when you need to get there, okay? And I don't want you guys to miss out on the sex you deserve because you're not ready when opportunity arises. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, BlueChew can help. We got a special deal for our listeners. Try BlueChew free when you use the promo code STAGE at checkout. That's STAGE. Just pay $5 for shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code STAGE, STAGE, to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast and sponsoring the erections.
It's true. You got to live.
Yeah, she was like, they may not pay a lot of other things, but they always pay their rent. So it was a white lady, too. And I was like, her name was Susan. And I was like, I could pay my deposit. I paid my deposit. And then I got in the house and I was like, now, God, how we going to pay these bills up in here? Yeah. So Riley slept in the bed with me for a very long time since she was about 4. That's what people don't know, too. But anyway, that's horse of another color. But yeah.
So this was safe to say, was a turning point in your career.
Yeah, it was. That video was the pivotal moment that I needed. It was what God was like, let me go and throw this girl a bone.
He was like, okay, I got you, Danny.
Yeah. And I was like, if you don't show up right now, I'm going to march up to heaven and me and you going to have it out.
You really probably believe you was going how you get up there? You gotta climb up this mountain here.
I don't know. I was finna turn into a Buddhist or something because, they be saying they be zoning. I was going to figure out a way to get to him, and I was like, me and you finna have it out. Like, right now, I know something. So I was at the point where I was like, finna have it. I don't know.
The Bible characters was talking to God straight up.
Man, what?
Now you said you was God.
Now
they talk crazy. That's what you said. I didn't say it. You said, now if you God,
do this.
Be God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, beat your chest. I still talk to God like that. I'd be like, so you just gonna let these niggas flex on you today? I know the wealth of the wicked is stored up for us, but you just gonna let the wicked. Oh, so this ain't the God that I know in Exodus.
You reminded me of the Old Testament?
Yo, Old Testament God.
Oh, and when you was killing people. Oh, you was able to kill all them people back then. Oh. Now you quiet.
Yo, you over here releasing frogs on niggas. And now you like, calm down. Peace be still.
You're not mocking him. You didn't mock him with peace be still. You said it.
Yeah, I'm like, I be like, so. You just gonna let niggas just do what they want to do today? You ain't gonna flex? I need you to beat your chest. Like, I need you to be big God. Like, come on. Like,
big G-O-D. Like, you got to capitalize the G every time you ride it.
You're a jealous guy. How jealous people act. they get enraged. They be like, nigga, we finna do this. You be over there just being meek and mild. That's Jesus. I need you to be Jesus.
Don't be acting like
I need you to be a great God.
I need you to be tripping
And that's
how
how-
you was acting on Pharaoh.
And this how I get them. I say, great God that you are.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love you on today. I exalt you. I extol you.
You gotta
You
let
are
'em
the
know.
one and only true and living God. There is no other God like you. Beside you, before you, under you, or aside from you, God. You are holy.
He be like,
you are
"Give me
Jehovah.
something, Danny.
Nay, who?
Keep on talking that
the
talk.
God of an army of angels.
Yeah.
Come on, I know who you are. I
You
have
ain't
to
even
go.
talking to me, and I feel like I want to do something. Buying lunch for everybody. Everybody getting Chipotle bowls.
Oh.
Cam get a bowl. Marquita get a bowl.
With guacamole.
With guacamole.
You know
Throw it
that's
in the
extra.
bowl, baby.
Come
What you mean
on.
extra?
Let me tell you something. We call you dad. I be laying them out in there. I be like, you want your ego stroke today? I got you. Come on, it's me and you. We finna work this thing out. And he responds.
Yeah,
He do. I be like, God, you say, they be saying you a woman, but you a man. We gotta come over there and rub your feet. And we gotta rub your back and do all the things. But God, I love you. And I don't mind doing it because I love it. And I always tell people, it ain't no way you can be in God's presence and leave the same. And when people be like, I'm so depressed, I'll be like, I've been through depression. I'll be like, you know what? That's attached to me not being in the presence of God as much as I need to. Because when I get to calling them up, I feel all right.
Yeah,
I just felt
feel
something
all right.
nice.
Yeah.
Look at my rich lady earring. Boom.
So one of the things I think Melissa, I think people just love about you, it's your authenticity. Was that on purpose? Because you really be you on camera, off camera. You be Danni Rose. Was that on purpose? Like, how did you cultivate that part of you?
Well, you know, it costs too much to be somebody else. It's too much energy. I just be who I am. And I'll be like, you know what, though? My thing was, like, when I decided, like, who I am is who I am. And, like, sit in that and be authentic and not waver in that thing. And be like, this is enough. This is what I got to do. I don't know. It's hard to define that, kid. That's a great question. I think that, let me take a step back and act like say what my therapist want me to say. Breathe and think about it. I think that I honestly have never tried to be anybody else because I'm an entertainer naturally. That what I have in me just naturally comes out. It really does. It's not me trying to be somebody else. It's like, this is who I am. And I also felt like the world has enough of certain things that I'm like, it's always a diamond that got to shine in like the darkness, if you will. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, who I am is enough. And I feel like if I changed or if I tried to be something, then the people that I'm trying to authentically represent will be casted out again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, black people act like this. We talk, we laugh, we cuss, we talk about Jesus, we fry fish, play space, and we drink liquor.
I think that's the thing I like about you. You remind me of my other homegirls.
That's
when
what
you
I'm
meet
saying.
when you meet you be like, I feel like I known Danni Rose my whole life. That first time we went to your house, I took my shoes off and my socks.
Your children was running through my house.
Man, JoJo was on the hoverboard Riley had. And when you go to Danny's house for dinner, I know you're retired now.
No.
Danny had everything ready. You hear
I always
me?
have food ready.
I'm talking about the potato salad was ready, the sides was ready, there was fish frying and fish ready, and we came at on time. We just happened to be on. You know, you don't be on time, no black folks stuff. Danny said be over by 2. I said, you know, we just end up being early. I said we gonna be there early, probably eat around 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we got there at 2 o'clock, and she was like, food over there. I said,
I had appetizers and all that. Kev always be talking about me being late when we go to dinner and stuff. I do be about 5-10 minutes late.
Or
Hush
15,
it.
20.
But I'm never late for a call time, and I'm never late with food.
No,
when
man.
when I be like, hey, I'm cooking, the food is always on time.
I picked up the food from Danni Rose for Thanksgiving. This stuff, first of all, Danny don't have no feeling in her fingers. Danny took this macaroni out the oven, right? Handed to me. I got 3rd-degree burns on my hand. I said, why you don't feel that? She said, I lost the touch of my fingers years ago. She fries chicken. She puts it directly in the grease with no tongue, and she reach in there and take it out, and she don't get burned.
So
So anyway,
I got insurance on my hands to State Farm. I'm good.
Okay, last question before our Kev's top 10.
Yeah.
Play the tape forward. In 5,
Okay.
10 years, what would you have liked to have accomplished? And then we're going to show this to you in 5 years and be like, look what you did, and you did even more.
Oh, that's so great. I think I'm heading in that direction. There's some things happening next year that you know that I
know.
can't say.
You say what you can say. Don't say what you can. Or you would like to happen, even if it ain't.
I would like to happen is I would like all of my products to be in stores. I have 52 products, right? So I want all of them to be in stores. I want to corner the product market. I would like to open up juke joints all across the world.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to be I don't even want to say I want to be married. That's too immature right now to say that because that's not what my focus is.
Yeah.
I would like to be emotionally healthy. That's what I can say.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like for Riley to be emotionally healthy. I would like for me to be, I don't even want to say like a big star, but I would like to actually change the world one plate at a time.
Oh, I love that. And you're already a big star. You can be bigger.
Yeah.
But you is a big star. We've
I
been
don't
on
get
the road
caught up
with you.
in that.
You ain't got to get caught up in it.
Yeah.
But we was over at the house. Can we get a picture with Stovetop Kiss? What you talking about? Danni, she got sweats on.
And no eyebrows. And that's what I love about our friendship because, we get a chance to, it's very important, too, and I would say that, too. I would love to still have my healthy friendships. You know what I'm saying? And people around me that I can learn from, that I can continue to trust, that can uplift me. Because Kev and Melissa had to hold my arms up, y'all, a couple times.
Like Aaron and Joshua.
Yeah, hold it up. Those are the type of things that I value so much. And I would also love to see the things that are my desires of my heart. Because let me just say this. Me having products in the stores and me, doing all these things and having my books and all that stuff out, it's really for the people that need to learn what good food is like, what good culture is like. I started doing videos because I was like, I just want to bring everybody together on the table, have a good time, and cook good food. So it's not about money. I can make that anywhere, do whatever I want to do, but man, I really feel like me having, I look at the way that Melissa reacts to, my seasonings and all that. I be like, I'm in the game.
That was the best greens she ever made. She makes good greens. This isn't like a...
She told me, she was like, I'm going to need this every year.
She makes good greens.
I'm going to need this every year.
But
this
these
concoction.
that was...
Because I'm just like, that makes me happy, though, to know that people are getting my stuff and they're like, man, this is good. This is delicious. My family is happy. My husband's happy.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's happy. My kids are loving these food. It just makes me so happy. I feel like I'm fulfilling the purpose then. So it's not even about, the money. I just want to see people be able to get what's in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Danni bring it over in the way she be black. She brought this pot liquor over in a vodka bottle. Melissa was like, where's the pot liquor? I was like, it's on the counter. She said, I thought that was vodka. I said, who you ever seen brown vodka? And then she made some Hennessy lemonade. It was in a water bottle.
That was the pineapple vodka.
Oh,
that's what that is.
That's what it was. Because I was like, this is light. And I drank it. I thought it was regular lemonade.
That's just straight vodka.
Ethanol. Ethanol.
But my pot liquor, that's the name of my stock, my chicken stock, seafood stock, all that's coming out. It's called pot liquor, and it's going to be in a whiskey bottle. That's how we're branding it.
Get that juke joint branding, Danni.
Yes, the juke joint branding.
I want to be at Danni Rose juke joint.
We talked about this. Y'all are going to be able to get in there.
Yeah.
Lord, thank you, Jesus. We already prophetically proclaimed
You got to set up with the candy store in the front, secret entrance.
My cinnamon roll pastry shop is going to be in the front. And then my juke joint going to be toward the back. So
and we should sell illegal drugs in there.
Okay.
All right. Kev's top 10. We ask every guest these 10 questions.
I'm going to make it a swingers club. That's more my style. I'm not a swinger. I just want to say that. I used to get approached by them at the gym all the time, and I'd be like, hey, no. One penis girl over here. No. Jesus paid it all for me to be on one penis. Amen. He said, be fruitful and multiply.
Why he paid it all. No. I know Jesus did not say why he paid it all for you to be on one. I mean, I guess if it's a married penis, marriage best undefiled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying?
He said be fruitful and multiply, not multipliers. Uh-oh. See that thing just strapped up? That's what happened. Even the mic can't control itself. Whoa, I thank you, Lord. Hey, calm down. You get your turn. Oh, yes. Glory to God. That Mike said, woo, hey, you should have that reaction on things that look like this. I told Melissa that I was going to be a Christian sexologist one day. They end up there laughing on that screen. Cam, don't you be over there laughing. I see you.
Oh, Cam turning red trying to remain
Cam be
professional.
trying to get me to do stand-up. I be like, no.
You are legit one of the funniest people I know, stand-up comedian or not. I'd be like, girl, you can't be this funny. Regular people can't just be this funny.
And it's so funny because at home, Kev is so chill. I be turned all the time,
Man,
apparently.
Danni come in the house loud,
So?
twerking. Monty come
Love
over
me.
there. She said, the other time Danni was over the house, she said, Monty done lick my thigh for free. And you don't get to lick my thighs for free.
I'm charging that nigga. Give me some of your doggy treats. Give me something. You've been licking my thighs and my legs since I've been in here. I need all the Monty's allowance. Give me that Burberry collar. I'm finna go cash this hoe in. You finna give me something.
Oh, my God.
I'm sick of Monty.
It's going to be 3 little salmon treats per lick.
With something.
All right, question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your favorite person?
The Lord.
Number 2, what's one of your happiest moments?
Wow. When I had, honestly, I know it's cliche, but when I became a mom, I really was happy because it kind of centered me and structured me because I was kind of like wilding before I had Riley. Oh, I was dropping it down low, and picking it back up again. I wasn't charging the right prices, but I wasn't tricking. So when I became a mom, I really, it made me become Stovetop Kisses. It really did. So that was a happy day for me. It was.
What was one of your saddest moments?
Man, I just came out of a little funk, a little depression. I was telling Melissa about it. Like, I've really been in a little depression for the past, couple months, actually. I think people hide depression very well, too, and I'm very good at that. But, man, it was very hard and difficult this year to just get out of the bed a lot of times. And I showed up on camera. I worked. I did all I was supposed to do. But I would say the past couple months until what's this month? Until October. No, after my birthday, because I was still kind of depressed on my birthday. I kind of took a turn for the best. Yeah, I've been very sad the past couple months. Only because I just felt like I was in a whirlwind of not knowing what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, what was next, Then I didn't have a lot of time to grieve my father, things like that. So 2021 was just a year of sadness. But to the world, it would look like, oh, Danni's just flourishing. And that's why I tell people, you got to be grounded in something emotionally, because money, cars, houses, it don't even matter. It come and go a dime a dozen. People are billionaires and still kill themselves. You got to be centered in something. So that's why I said, when you asked me what I wanted in the next 5 years, I need emotionally healthy friendships and people around me, and to be centered, all the time, because those are the things that can kind of help you, navigate life a lot. That and the word.
That's right.
But I wasn't even picking up my word. Me and God had it out. All that. Yeah. But I've been very sad lately. Had gained some weight. Now I'm losing my weight again. I was like, back in there. Things like that. So I'm coming out of that.
I gained some weight over the last 20 years.
Kev, you look amazing.
I do. That's the problem. I be like, it really be my confidence. Because I be looking in the mirror and my belly be hanging over. And then Melissa come around the corner. I be like, but you got her. So are you really doing that? If I were single, maybe I would work hard. But when Melissa come out dressed like so, I be like, something is working. It really do. And she she tuck her little toes right under that belly, warm them up. I can't rob her of that. Who would I? It's wintertime. Who would I be to rob her of a place to warm her toes? You can't warm your toes on abs.
Yeah,
They're all hard and rejected.
I don't even like abs.
Who like abs? People need somewhere to put
in
their
the country.
toes.
I like I'm with you.
Get a little toe warmer. That's right under there.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, go.
Grits, sugar, or salt and pepper?
Hell wrote that.
We gotta ask it, Danni.
You know what I like. We are the salt of the earth. Next question. I'm not doing this with you today.
Sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie?
Kill.
Sweet po pumpkin.
Now, sweet po pumpkin, I made that for you, and it's actually really good.
It's amazing.
I make Kev a half sweet potato, half pumpkin pie, and he loves it.
It's like Blade. It's a day walker. It
Yeah.
can unite the community.
Yeah.
Black people of all tastes, we can all like sweet
It's
potato. It tastes more like sweet potato pie. That's why it's good.
No, it doesn't. That means I need to put more pumpkin in there.
No, you ain't got to do it. It's
You
right.
know what? You know one of the things I do hate the most?
What?
Bread pudding. I would eat pumpkin pie
Really?
over bread pudding.
I'm not a fan of bread pudding.
I hate
The
it.
texture it's too soggy most of the time.
Food come. Next question.
Anita Baker or Patti LaBelle?
Anita.
Okay. Favorite black saying?
Favorite black saying?
And you have
I got a lot. I don't know. What would you say it is?
Man, my favorite of yours?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Even Swap Ain't No Swindle. I
Okay.
love because
Even
that's
Swap
one
Ain't
I
No
had
Swindle.
never heard before.
Okay.
Some in the Milk Ain't Clean is
Okay.
probably my favorite of yours. 'Cause
Okay.
it is the most useful. Some of the milk ain't clean.
Okay.
I remember the first time he said, I said, what did you say? Some of the milk ain't clean.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
my favorite of yours. Some of the milk ain't clean.
Okay, we're going to roll with that because I haven't
Okay.
said a lot.
Oh,
I don't know.
now what's the one about a cow ain't got to wag its tail?
Oh, yeah. A cow going to need his tail more than one time to fan the flies from his ass.
Like, what does that mean?
That means you need to always be nice to people because you never know who you're going to need to help you.
Got it. When you say it, it always makes sense context clues. When you try to explain it to somebody else, I'll be like, I don't know. Danny got to say it.
You never know who you're going to need to bring you a glass of water, Kev. That's why we be nice to everybody.
Hey, listen, one
I'm
of the things
nice
I love
to
about
everybody.
this business, I learned early, people come up and go down.
Yep.
And you treat people the way on your way up, the
Yep.
way you want them, because, hey, some people been on Times Square,
Yep.
and then they've been on Uber.
We see it every day.
Every day.
It happen every day
I'm going
in
to treat
this
people
industry.
nice because I could
I'm
be
nice
broke.
to everybody. I was on the on set one day, and the janitor, the lady was cleaning the set. You know, COVID is so crazy, so they had to clean everything. And I kept saying, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And she was like, you don't have to say thank you. I was like, no, I do. Because you doing your job.
You do
and
your
I'm very
job.
thankful for you. So I'm always try to be always kind to everybody I meet.
You ain't never going to go wrong that way.
No, you get
You
more
ain't gotta
flies
go
with
back.
honey than you do vinegar.
There you go. What excites you?
Money, 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 money. Money. No, you know what? Money does. I do like making money because life is easier with money. I tell you that.
It is.
Especially Kev like to be all at the Ritz-Carlton
I do.
and everywhere else, right? Yeah, what excites me, honestly, seeing things that are in my head unfold.
Okay. I love
Man,
that. That's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's like, finally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's great.
And the surprises that God has. Like, God surprises, you be like, nigga, God, okay. I didn't see that coming.
Nigga God.
Nigga God, yeah.
All right. What bores you?
Now, you know what I'm about to say. No good penises. Okay, I said it. Can I also say what bores me? Women that don't wear nail polish. I hate to see it. It's a pet peeve of mine. I hate to see women with no nail polish on. Oh my God. You know the only woman that I get it a pass because I actually don't think it looks bad on her? Angel. I've seen her with no nail polish. I'll be like, Angel, your hands the only ones that I would accept. But that was during the pandemic. You know what I mean? Then she got them done, and I was like, cool, I like you with nails or without nails. But I hate to see women without nail polish. My mom told me that when I was a little girl, that if you don't get your nails done, you look like a tramp.
Wow. That's
No.
a tough pill to swallow.
She always had her nails done, and I did not one day, and I was 9 months pregnant, and I was working like crazy, right? 2 jobs, doing all type of stuff, and I didn't have my nails done. And my mom was like, ain't no use you walking around here looking like a tramp. And I was like, wow, Mom, that's, wow.
That's really what I needed right
Yeah.
now in my life.
Yeah. But it is the pet peeve. I'd be like, put on a little polish, a little something.
Even in gloss, even just the shine.
I need, something, a little gloss or something on there. But then I
Little
had to get that.
something.
I had to get that out.
Okay, last one. What
Okay.
do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be what I said earlier. You know,
Okay.
this is a woman that literally came in, guns blazing. She didn't change. She didn't waver. She represented a side of our culture and humanity that was not represented, especially in Hollywood.
Yeah.
She did not, change. It was consistent. I want people to know me for that. And also, so what did I say earlier? To be to change the world one plate at a time.
You gotta
I really, really
put
wanted
some
to
quote
do
on
that.
that.
I really want to do that.
That is
Whatever that looks like,
Yeah.
however that looks. You know what I'm saying? One plate at a time. That's what I want to do. And there's so many things I want to do with my career, but it starts with that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like it leads to other things. Like, I can decorate. I can do all those things, right? But, man, I feel like life is good around good people.
That
And
is.
good people are centered around food.
Yes.
All the time. Even in the Bible, they feasted.
They did.
All the time.
What you
And so-
he had 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread.
He did. I was like, it was
Imagine
fried.
it was sopped up.
It was fried fish because Jesus had his imprint on it. Yeah, my legacy, I wanted to be that. The people know that you can be consistent in who you are. You don't have to change. You don't have to waver, and you can still make an impact in this world no matter what. Yeah.
I love it, Danni Rose.
That's
All
my
right.
thing.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode
This was
of
fun,
Coming
Kev.
to the Stage.
I wanna
had a
come
great
back.
time. You coming back. We're going to have Marquita dig deeper for episode 2. Make sure to download the KevOnStage Studios streaming service where we have ad-free episodes, okay? Ad-free and early release. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, this been out. Been out. You probably listening with ads and whatnot.
Yep.
Okay, but if you want to do that, that's fine. It's available everywhere podcasts are, YouTube, Facebook, but KevOnStage Studio streaming service first. Thank you, Danni Rose.
I'm
God bless
thankful
you.
for being here. Thank you for inviting me.
Follow Danni Rose at Stovetop Kisses.
I may be changing my name next year. My new website is The Danni Rose. Because, see, when the people book me for Hollywood, hallelujah, when I show up on that screen next year,
You want a Danni Rose?
I get booked as Danni Rose. So it's a slight rebrand that's coming. So Stovetop Kisses, Danni Rose, all those places.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in.
This is going to be a great show. I'm so proud of you, Kev.
Thank you so much. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Danni Rose, you just a ball of fun.